the Beatles.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I was thinking Monkey Fingers.
What is that from?
That's in the song. It's
it is?
that Come Together.
Oh. Come together right now over me.
What's up? This is the spoilers Rideout review. So if you don't want to hear anything about the movie, then you need to stop right here and go check out our other video.
Yep. The non-spoiler version.
Yeah, because this time we really want to be able to talk to you guys about
in detail.
Yeah, about the movie and how we can actually see a worldview, and we don't want to give specific details for people that haven't seen it yet.
Right.
But here we'll be able to give more specific details to talk about how we thought about the movie,
right,
and the ways that we can use it to talk to others about Christ,
right,
and relate to people on that worldview level. So let's get into it. Right. A world without the Beatles.
Yep.
There's other stuff that's in there too, though. It's like Coke's missing and cigarettes are missing, and yeah, so it's like a lot of things that are gone. So that kind of made the movie more relatable, because I would have been like, man, just the Beatles is kind of crazy, but there's other bands. Oasis wasn't there, so.
And those were a lot of the funny aspects that kind of tied it all together. Is, you know, you would be in a different scene and he'd ask for a Coke, and then they'd be like, a what? Yeah. And he'd be like, a Coke, and they're like, what's a Coke? And then he types in real quick to look it up, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is a world without Coke too. Yeah, and so it was really funny seeing all the few little things that didn't exist as well.
At the end of the movie, man, he was like, man, I feel like Harry Potter when he defeated Voldemort. Yes. She's like, Harry who?
Yeah. He's like, oh man.
So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
What did you think? What do you think are some themes in the movie that we might be able to relate to as Christians?
Well, I think just having a dream and never giving up on it, I think, is a big theme. I think another theme was that gaining, the whole world means nothing if you don't have people that, you care for and have those relationships with people. Yeah. Like money, power, fame, none of that, lasts. None of that is ever satisfactory. And I would say that is the main theme of this movie, is that, all the things that we think is going to satisfy us don't.
Yeah, I think that's true too, because there was a part in the movie where he was sitting next to his new manager, the one that was going to make him fame, and she was like, man, do you want to get famous, have all this stuff, live this big life of luxury, do what you want anytime you want, and billions of dollars in your pocket? And she was like, just say, give it to me, or some words like that. And he was like, I guess. Because he was thinking about it. Is that what he really wants?
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, blah, 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 blah. Does her whole spiel again and says, and tell me yes now. And he was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, he's like, no, you don't guess. She said, are you going to drink from this, what'd she say, a chalice of death? Or poisonous. She said, drink from this poisonous chalice. A poisonous chalice, because it's fame, money, and nobody cares about anything but that.
Right.
Even the people who are in it that live it say it's a poisonous chalice. And of course, at that time, he says, I want to drink from the chalice. And so then it keeps going. Right. But yeah, you're right. I think that's a big theme. Is like, what does it matter? Like Jesus said it, what does it matter if you gain the whole world and lose your soul?
Right.
So he became the most famous person in the entire world. But there was one person that he couldn't hold on to, and that was the love of his life, the lady that had been with him since the very beginning, supporting him when nobody else cared about him.
Like most men, he was a bit slow to figure out, though, that was the love of his life.
Yeah.
It took him a little while.
But yeah, he lost her, because of all that fame that he got. So, of course, in the end, he realizes that he cares more about her than he does about famous, and gives it all up. But what is life if we don't have the person we love?
Right.
Anything else you think that we can get out of that movie and maybe be able to relate to others about Christianity or Jesus or maybe just see the world in a new view, then put that into the comments, man.
Yeah.
We want to be able to check that out. We want to be able to discuss this as many ways. We're open to trying to speak with others about Christ through the medium of video, through the medium of movies. And like and subscribe, and
check us out on Facebook too.
Yeah, we're on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
at
And
Rideout
Instagram.
Reviews, at Rideout Reviews on both of those. And then, yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.